Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome. Hi, everybody. Welcome. It is Christy-Faith. I am so happy to see you tonight. Here I am live on this wonderful Sunday evening. Come on in, everybody. Let's talk education. Let's talk homeschooling. Let's talk all of your questions. I cannot wait to get started tonight. I am excited to be here. It's been a while, hasn't it, Scott?
Yeah.
Since we've gone live. I feel like it's been too long because I was starting to feel it because I love going live with you guys. Welcome. Hi, I'm Christy-Faith. We are live tonight. We are on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Am I forgetting one?
YouTube, Facebook,
Yeah.
Instagram.
Oh, and you can't see my mic is covering my necklace. Look at this beautiful piece of jewelry that I got today. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? So excited to be wearing my new piece of jewelry. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Let's start out with a couple of books that I recommend for homeschooling. I didn't pick any out, but I thought it might be cool just to share some things. I don't know if you guys know I'm a huge fan of reading out loud to your kids. And have you guys purchased this book? It's 1001 children's books you must read before you grow up. Have any of you seen this book? It is so good. And you can look them up by age. It is a hefty book. But of course, you don't read it cover to cover. But look at the inside. The illustrations are just beautiful. And it goes over the basic it's like an annotated bibliography of these books. Hi, come on in, everybody. I'm showing you just one of my go-to resources as a homeschool mom. I have been in education for over 20 years. I had, about 10 years ago, a little bit more than that, I had a deconstruction regarding the education system and turned to homeschooling and have not looked back. My whole career, I have been teaching teachers. And that is still what I do. And I do that in my membership. I'm right here, right now. If you are on the fence about homeschooling, would you let me know if it's something that you've been thinking about, but you're not sure if you want to do it or not? Please come in here and let me know. Ask me any questions that you have. Don't be shy whatsoever. I want to hear what questions you have. Have you been homeschooling a while and you're hitting a roadblock, or you're not quite sure if you want to continue, or you're burnt out? Please let me know that tonight. Any questions about education and homeschooling are free game this evening. I'm so happy to be here. Do we have any questions yet?
Yeah, I'm having a little bit of a technical issue.
Oh, technical. What's going on? Okay. Technical issues. Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here tonight. I just showed you 1001 children's books. Let me look at another book that I have here that I absolutely love. I don't know if you guys are considering homeschooling, you really need to know about Kathy Duffy. I talk about her in my curriculum overwhelm workshop. She is kind of the go-to website on the ins and outs of curriculum, unsponsored, right? Because it's super hard to go on the internet and research curriculum because everything seems to be biased, or maybe it's sponsored, or a review was paid for. But Kathy Duffy is a really great resource, and you can look up any homeschool curriculum and find the details of it. Also, if you are considering homeschooling, I would love to see you in my community, because homeschooling is a very customized choice. Every homeschool looks different, and there are certain steps that really make it easier, that shorten the learning curve, especially for brand new homeschooling moms. There's me in there and a bunch of mentors in there, and our heart is that you don't make the same mistakes we made. And so we would absolutely love to have you in there, and I think they can try it for $1, right? You don't even have to say yes. You can just say maybe. You can click that link in my bio. Welcome, everybody. Come on in. I'm so glad that you're here tonight. Let's see. Let's talk about some other books that we have. Oh, my goodness, you guys. This is like my favorite book in the last decade. Look, I have it backwards. Have you guys read Hold On to Your Kids? This book is the resource about peer orientation. It's absolutely phenomenal. I'll talk about this in just a second. Do we have a question?
Yeah, Tamara and Okie Dokie Muffin.
I know Tamara.
And she's over on Instagram. Instagram.
Hi, I know you.
So I don't know if you know this one, Tamar. It says any advice for getting kids to socialize at play dates when they prefer to stay on the sidelines.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So socializing at play dates when they would rather kind of be on the sidelines and observe. Well, here's the thing is that you may have an introvert. I have like a fuzz from my hair. You might have an introverted child, and that is perfectly okay. I am an introvert. People don't realize that because I'm on social media, but I actually truly am deeply, deeply an introvert. And one thing I beat myself up over my entire growing up is why I didn't enjoy parties and play dates, and I would rather just stay home and be by myself. And because society tells you that to be a friendly person, let me decline this person. I don't know who they are that wants to go live with me. Society tells us that you're not friendly or something's wrong with you if you don't go in and socialize. So the first thing that I would say is, I don't know if this is maybe a red flag for something that you have been suspecting, or if you have been told by teachers or other people that there may be something going on socially that would need to be tested or investigated further. Because of my background in education, I always like to start there, make sure that side of the street is cleaned up. And you know what? If your child is, teaching your child some social skills, some ways to start conversations if they're comfortable, but at the same time, honoring who they are, a great book for you to read, if you haven't already, and you probably already have, is The 5 Love Languages of Children. That might be really useful because how your children feels and accepts love may be a lot different than you. Hi, everybody. I'm seeing all these hearts come in. Yes. Hi. Where are you guys from? I would love to know where you guys are from, how many kids you have. Please tell me, if you're a homeschooler, how long have you been homeschooling? Is this your first year? Or are you a couple years in? Are you a veteran homeschooler? If you're a veteran homeschooler, stay. Because I can never get to every single comment. It breaks my heart that I don't. So I would love you to be in here and mentor the other moms who are asking, hi, yay, someone from Oklahoma, very first year. How's it going? I would love to hear, what curriculum are you using? And your first year, how many kids do you have? Yes, Scott.
Beautiful. Jules is here.
Hi, Jules. Jules is my friend.
From West Texas.
Hi, Tabitha from West Texas.
Yep, and then we've got Beautifully Bomb from Indiana. Can you give me a couple structured curriculums to look at? I'm working full time.
Okay, she's asking for a couple structured curriculums to look at. I am working full time. Okay, the first thing I'm going to tell you guys to do, you guys, if you're on this live, you are privy to a very, very soft launch of our, is that in the link tree yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Something was just put up in our link tree like yesterday, and it is a 5-minute homeschool style finder quiz. It's totally free. Before I can recommend solid curricula, I need to know what style of homeschooler you are. So here's the thing that is really important to know about homeschooling and education in general. The education that occurs in our public schools and most private schools falls into that traditional pedagogy, which is a traditional style of schooling children. Signatures of that are subjects are separated into different hours. You go from one subject to another. Nothing's really integrated. There's age segregation, that type of a thing. So you can homeschool in the traditional style if that is what you test out as, which is absolutely great, and I can help you with that. So all the curricula options on the market fall into one or lean towards one of the 9 different pedagogies. So I just described traditional for you. There are 9 pedagogies overall. In fact, this month, next week on Wednesday night, in my membership, I am giving you guys a crash course on all of these 9 pedagogies. It's perfectly timed. It was not on purpose, actually, but it was perfectly timed that it happened with the launch of our 5-minute homeschool style finder. Seriously, like that was not planned. This homeschool style finder has been in the works for, 8 months or more. So the fact that it's falling on the month where I'm going to be doing a workshop on all of the 9 styles so that everyone understands the 9 styles and where they fit in them actually was a complete coincidence. But it's kind of cool, right? So anyway, if I would highly recommend that you take that 5-minute style finder. It's in my link tree. It is completely free. Even do it now. I'll be on this live for another 50 minutes and come back and tell me what style you came out as. And then I can help you with curriculum recommendations, which I would love to do. Yes.
Okay, we have a ton of questions
Okay.
on TikTok, but we're going to bounce back to
Okay.
Instagram.
I am so stinking hot. You know what I'm tired of wearing? Polyester. This is polyester, and it's like cute because it's quilted. And you know what? My daughter made me this, and it's itching me. But I can't take it off because I love her. So we're going to keep this on. We're going to open the door a smidge. They're playing field hockey out there. Can you guys hear the field hockey? Okay. You want to get me a fan?
Okie dokie muffins asked.
There's lights, you guys. It's like, yeah. Okay, someone from Okie dokie. Yes,
Okie
Oklahoma.
Muffins.
Okay. The best username on the planet.
I've been looking at My Father's World. What are your thoughts on the program?
My Father's World is great. Yeah, that's a wonderful program. Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
April, any advice for a mom who is on board to homeschool, but I have a reluctant child?
Okay, how old is your child?
And that's April McMillan over on Insta.
April, yes. How old is your child? So here's the thing that I want to encourage you with is that think of your toddler. When you were emptying the dishwasher and your toddler grabbed knives or whatever, and you're like, no, that's not good for you. And then your toddler can easily not understand and throw a tantrum because they want to hold that knife and it's shiny and they don't understand why they can't have it. But you understand why a toddler cannot play and run around with a knife, right? So here's the thing about homeschooling, especially when there are kids who don't know anything else. New things are scary. They're scary for everyone. They're scary for adults. So giving your child this space to feel the feels and to realize they're entering something unfamiliar and unknown, and honoring that is really important. At the same time, if you feel like this is the right move for your family, you also need to step into your role as the leader of the family with more wisdom, knowing that children often know what they want. Well, they always know what they want, but they don't always know what they need. And that is our job. And you will have the perspective of knowing, look, things are going to be okay. But talking about your child's fears, hearing his or her fears, maybe even writing them down and saying, you know what, I'm going to promise you that we come up with a plan for each of these fears that you have. And going over that together would be wonderful. I would love to see you in my group. I would love to mentor you and to have you in our workshops and our discussion groups. So consider this your personal invite. And you guys, you can try my group. You don't even have to say yes. You can just try my group for $1 for 6 days. Poke in there, DM me, see if you like it, see what we're doing in there, and decide if that you want to stay. This is the thing is, I don't lock anyone into anything. At the same time, when I was doing consultations, my consultations are super expensive, and it's not because they shouldn't be. It's simply because the amount of hours, and I have to get everything done in a short amount of time. So for a 1-hour consultation, often I'm spending 4 to 5 hours studying up, reading the IEPs several times, preparing curriculum recommendations. I created this group because I wanted to be able to give you my expertise for a fraction of the cost. And I do that through an ongoing relationship, through the workshops, through DMing, through the threads, through the discussion groups. And we go back and forth. Anybody in here on my live who can testify to what this group is like when you DM me with a question. And what's wonderful is I get to know you. So it's not this one-time thing and then done. It's this, because homeschooling is this journey where you are making decisions all across the way, and you kind of go subject by subject on what curriculum that you want to buy. So I hope that's helpful for you, and please consider, and then if you join, say, hey, you invited me personally on your live so that I remember you, okay? All right.
Lindsay
Yes. Hi, Lindsay.
New to homeschooling. She's over on Instagram.
Okay. Hi.
New to homeschooling next year.
Okay.
Going for it.
Yes.
It's going to be wild. Question. What
Yes.
good questions should I be asking at this stage?
Okay, Lindsay. Oh,
I know. Great question.
Lindsay, you are my people. Oh, Lindsay, you're awesome. Okay, so what questions should you be asking? You should be asking yourself what homeschool style resonates with you. And I have a free 5-minute homeschool style finder. It will ask you a set of 29 questions, and the results will show you what homeschooling styles you lean towards. Please go take that. That's the first thing. That's the first step. Before you buy any curriculum, you really need to know what style you lean towards. Why? Because all the curricula options on the market lean towards a certain style. So you need to know that. And then that can be kind of overwhelming as well. So, and then of course I would love to meet you and join you. A lot of moms are joining my group now who aren't homeschooling till the fall because they want guidance and help with buying their curriculum. So I welcome you in the group as well. Yeah. Okay.
Valentina says, hi, I'm in New Jersey going on 4 years.
Hi. Oh, nice. New Jersey. Awesome.
And we have another Cloud 10 over on YouTube, New Jersey, 2 kids.
Awesome. Yay. I loved it. My parents are New Yorkers. Yeah. Awesome.
So over on TikTok, we've got a few questions.
Okay.
Rochelle asks, do you have a book list?
You know what? So should I say? So the book list is the draft. Yes. The answer is yes. And the book list, we're going to have it for free in my link tree. And I believe the deadline for us to have it completed is next Sunday. So within the next 3 weeks, we will have a book list up of recommended readings. Yeah. Free. It will be free. I'm like up-leveling you guys. For this fall, I'm just like, forget it. I'm giving you guys so much for free. I have the free homeschool guide. I have the 5-minute style finder. I'm going to be publishing my curriculum recommendations free and also a recommended reading book list free. Yeah.
Nathan asks, is Sora partially owned by Disney?
No. Yeah, it is not.
Let's see.
I've met the CEO.
I'm having the hardest time finding a good 4th grade history curriculum.
Oh.
They're not traditional.
Okay. So my graduate degree is in history, and I am a huge believer in living books. So I would take a look at living books curricula options. So that would be simply Charlotte Mason. That would be Sunlight. I don't know if you're religious or not. Bookshark is secular, so is Build Your Library. And then, of course, Ambleside Online, their recommendations are for free. And then, of course, Beautiful Feet Books. I hope you wrote those down.
Yep. Yeah. Texas Mama.
I don't like textbooks for history, so you're never gonna hear me say, "Here's a great textbook." That's the best way to make history die in your child's hearts and minds.
Texas Mama says, I was homeschooled K-12 and I'm currently homeschooling my 2 special needs kids.
Oh, wonderful. I'm so glad they're home with you.
Relax, Dad.
How was your experience being homeschooled yourself? I'd love for you to share. Homeschooling moms who are new to homeschooling love hearing from adults who were homeschooled themselves. Last month in my membership, we interviewed 5 adults who were homeschooled in all different styles. It was an incredible workshop. What an amazing night. Yeah.
Santa 14 over on Instagram. Hi, I'm from New Mexico, finishing our first year as pre-K. We'll be continuing in kindergarten.
Nice. Finishing your first year in New Mexico. What is her username? I want to make sure I say it. Santa. Oh,
14.
Oh, fun. Santa 14 in New Mexico, finishing your first year of pre-K and continuing going. Awesome. I love it. Oh, we have a realtor homeschooler. There are so many realtors who homeschool, nurses who homeschool. Yes.
Texas Mama. I loved homeschool. My mom was eclectic before it was turned.
Oh, I love it. She is a thought leader. I should meet her. We should interview her, right? That's so cool. Did she call herself eclectic, or what did she say? I'm curious how she framed it, because now eclectic is considered one of those 9 styles, right?
Oh, Meldusa, first week homeschooling.
First week, you guys give her hearts. Major hearts. Can you double click? Yay! I'm so glad. How's it going? What questions do you have tonight? I want to encourage you.
Yep. Christy asks, I'm scared to start homeschooling. Where do I start? My
where do you start? So behind me is a free, and you can get it in my link tree, but that's a hard copy of it, a 26-page free how to homeschool guide. Go grab it, read it. It will be extremely helpful. It teaches you step by step. I have so many freebies in my link tree. I also have that will introduce you to the homeschooling styles. And then you can take my 5-minute homeschool style finder. So and if you guys can see the theme tonight, my entire career, I was a teacher's teacher. This is what I do. And my passion and my calling is to teach you how to be the best homeschool mom that you can be and to do right by your kids, but also do right by yourself. So please grab that. Take whatever I have in my link tree. It's free. Take it. And then let me know. Email me or text me or join my group. You can try it for $1. You don't even have to say yes. You can just say maybe. I'm kind of scared of memberships. And so it's like, I wish more would let me try it before I pulled the trigger. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do that because I'm so proud of the membership that we've built and the amazing community in there. I don't need to gatekeep. People that come stay. So welcome. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Oh, this is great. Beautifully Bomb says, okay, Christy, I did the homeschool style finder. My top 3 were Montessori, unschooling, and interest-led.
Montessori, unschooling, and interest-led. So you are a mama that loves to honor your child as a person. I love that so much. So Montessori was interest-led too?
Montessori, interest-led, and unschooling.
Yes. Okay. Yes. You're going to have such a lovely time homeschooling your child. So, of course, unschooling is like the epitome of interest-led where you don't even necessarily use curriculum. But your second choice was interest-led where it's like, no, I want to honor my child as a person, but I also want them prepared. I don't want any doors closed for later in their life. So anyway, that's absolutely wonderful. And there's a lot of curricula options out there. You'll probably lean more towards teaching history with literature and living books and asking your child what they want to learn and then going to the library and figuring out projects to educate them him or her in the way that they are interested and that fire is ignited within them. That's so exciting. Yeah.
Okay. Lots of questions everywhere.
Okay.
So we're doing our best to get there.
Okay.
Molly, when should we start? My daughter's 15 months, so I clearly know she doesn't need school yet.
Yes. Okay, first Emily's here. Hi, Emily. My friends are here. And then, yes, so I did not start, I did preschool. I did homeschool preschool. Very light, lovely, play-based, what the research says. Nothing hard academic. Don't do that, whatever you do. And then when my kids were 5, I started kindergarten. And not everyone was ready to read at the same time. Not everyone was even able to write at the same time that they were ready to read. So I started a kinder program. In my free homeschool guide, I talk about there's a chart on how many hours per day by age. It is a lot less than you think. So a 5-year-old really does not need that much schooling at all. That whole 7-hour crap is just a load of crap, okay? What we accomplish in a fraction of the time more than what is accomplished in the schools when they're in a 7-hour day. Ask any teacher. When I was one too, by the way. So I know that firsthand myself.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
We're going to jump over to Instagram.
Hi, Instagram.
OMAD Mama of 4. Thoughts on unschooling? Where would you start?
Okay, so with unschooling, I would grab Peter Gray and I would start reading and get inspired. Homeschooling is great. It is one of the 9 homeschooling styles. Absolutely wonderful. And I think it's great. You should go for it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, awesome. Maria Reyes over on Insta.
Maria on Insta.
How can I withdraw my daughter from school? She's preschooler.
Okay, so every state has a age where you are required to, well, not every state, most states, has an age where you are required to let the state know that you are homeschooling. She might be too young, so go to your state's laws And sometimes it's age 7, sometimes it's age 8, sometimes it's age 6, where if your child is that age, the state wants to know where they're going, whether it's in school, in a traditional school setting, or if they're being homeschooled. And that is simply, it's very easy to find all of your state laws. You can even go to HSLDA to find out specifically when you need to report that you are homeschooling.
Okay.
And it's usually not preschool. You usually don't need to let them know.
Okay, Kara, over on Instagram, we're going to come back to you, but you're up next.
Okay, Kara, we're coming back.
Bounce it over to TikTok. Just following up with Rochelle, she says she's going to grab that guy.
Yes.
She said, I'm scared, my son is 5.
Don't be scared. Oh my goodness, homeschooling kindergarten is wonderful. And if you want someone to walk you through it, can I be the one? I would love it. So in my membership, we do so many things. I do 7 Zooms a month. I DM you guys. You DM me questions. I DM you back. Anyone in my lives right now who's in my membership, please let people know what it's like in there. And if you're scared of memberships, I totally get it. I am too. That's why I have a $1 trial. You can come in, try it, start DMing me. In the 6 days, you'll be able to attend this Wednesday's workshop. I have a workshop once a month. I'm going to be going over all of the homeschooling styles. Just hop in and try it. Explore everything we have going on. It is so much. It is so packed for your money. It's incredible. It's designed where you only need to really utilize 2 to 3 of the 8 offerings that I offer. And I did that on purpose because we're all busy moms, and I kind of offer you everything because not everything's going to be a fit for everyone. So I wanted enough so that you could get what is your fit. So some mamas, they're in my membership and they spend a lot of time DMing me. Some mamas don't DM me at all. They love the threads and they love the workshops and the discussion groups. So anyway, yeah, go check it out. It's in my link tree and along with all my freebies.
Okay,
yeah.
Awesome. All right, we have some great questions.
Okay.
We're doing our best to get to everybody.
All right.
All right. We will go to user 94 something. Is it hard to homeschool a child with an IEP?
Okay.
And then somebody
Good.
else also asked, second-year homeschoolers stressing out about high schooler help. So let's start with the IEP.
Okay, the first question was, is it hard to homeschool a child with an IEP? And my answer is, it really depends on the learning profile. However, this is what I will say, and I want to encourage you, and this is a hill that I die on. Our special ed system is failing children. They are not meeting those IEPs. They are breaking the law left and right. It's not because the teachers aren't trying. They are completely overwhelmed. How can you do an individualized educational plan when you have 30 kids in your classroom? And what ends up happening is these kids that really need to be playing outside and after school just following their interests and their loves, what happens is in order to survive this system that they're miserable in, they're stuck doing the extra tests at recess and at lunch and after school doing all this tutoring. Here's how I want to free you. When you homeschool, that is done. That is done forever. Look on the back of that IEP. I have read thousands of IEPs in my entire career. Okay? If you guys don't know my bio, look it up. I don't need to go into my credentials right now. I have read thousands of IEPs. Not once have I ever seen a classroom recommendation on the back of an IEP that a mom can't naturally do at home. You need extra time. Done. You need instructions read out loud to you. Done. You need a quiet environment. Done. You need frequent snacks. Done. You need frequent breaks. Done. You need noise canceling headphones. Done. There is nothing on that IEP. So our system, and this infuriates me, and I'm going to get on a soapbox right now. Our system, therapists, pediatricians, all these people do not understand that they think that if you have a child who has a diagnosis, that they therefore need to be in the system where experts are teaching them. No. The system is a shaming system where all those kids are sorted and flagged and labeled. What if your child could be free to learn? Just free to learn and be whoever they are and have a mom who is studying them and pursuing their interests and offering them a feast of an education based on what they love and what they can do, and that child may be a year behind in math, but if they're progressing, we are overjoyed. They might not even need to know that they're behind because they're progressing at their pace, and that same child might be 2 years ahead in their reading. Do they even need to know that? No, they're just learning. Learning is asynchronous for all learners, but particularly for kids who have diagnoses. So, yes, I am going off. The fact that your child is on an IEP alone is a valid reason to homeschool, and I guarantee you will do a much better job than the schools could ever do in the comfort of your own home with you being motivated and loving your child. And this is not I am not insulting teachers at all. I'm insulting the system. Okay, because teachers get into this profession because they care. What happens is the reason why teachers are leaving by the hordes is because they can't do it. They cannot do it. It is a lie for a pediatrician. And you know what? Some are just ignorant. Moms in my membership who I had one last week that a pediatrician said, no, your kid needs speech therapy, therefore they need to be in the system. And I was like, get a new pediatrician. Get a pediatrician who's actually up to date. And this is what my book is about. I don't know if you guys know, but I have a book manuscript I have signed with a publisher. And part of the reason why I'm writing this book is because I want it handed to pediatricians so that they can get up to date on the research, because they have their head in the sand. Many, many of them, not all, but many. And it infuriates me when they tell a mother who is motivated and loves her kid and no one knows her kid better than her that she's not qualified. That is crap. Sorry, I got a little heated. Let me take a drink. Look I just got this at Walmart. I know there's like these fancy name brands. Isn't there like a fancy name brand of these? I swear I think like the ones you get at Walmart for cheap are the same. Like they're all made in the same factory, aren't they? Like why do you need the fancy name brand of these things? Anyway, this is how I'm keeping hydrated.
Chelsea,
lately, like keeping track of my ounces. Sorry.
Chelsea says, before I pulled my kid from public school, they made fun of me to my face at IEP meetings. Horrible.
That's disgusting. That's awful.
Yeah.
I am so sorry that happened to you, and I'm so glad you've left. That's awful.
Yeah.
Stanley, that's the one. Isn't this like the same thing? Like, aren't they all made in the same factory? Like, this just doesn't have the Stanley name on it, right? Like, do we need to have the fancy name brand? I don't think we do. I think it's a stainless steel cup. Okay.
Mion Lamam over on Instagram. Mia, I think it's Mia.
Mia, okay.
How do I start the process of homeschool?
How do you start homeschooling? You go to my link tree, grab my 26-page free How to Homeschool guide, and start there. And then for all of you new on my live tonight, there is a brand new free thing in my link tree, and it is a 5-minute homeschool style finder. Yay! It's been months and months and months in the making, and we're doing a soft launch on it. It's kind of the beta launch. Take that quiz. It's free. And then let me know. Yes.
Wonderfully would.
Okay.
Struggling to find a good language arts fit for my rising 4th grader.
Yes. There are so many great language arts programs. IEW, Blackbird, The Good and the Beautiful, Sunlight. There are good ones. Yeah, what have you been looking at?
And R. Stodden says, how do I find the best curriculum for my child? I'm so lost.
How do you find the best curriculum? What you need to do is start with my 5-minute homeschool style finder. So and the reason why I'm saying that, it's free, by the way. I'm telling you something that's free. Is all the curricula options on the market fall into one of the 9 styles. So you can either look at a trillion and be lost, or you can narrow your search to maybe 50. I know it's a lot still, but narrow your search for your style. So that's what I highly recommend. I have a 5-minute homeschool style finder. It's in my link tree and it's free. It was just put up yesterday. It's kind of in beta launch. So take it and then let me know what you come out as, and then we can talk curriculum options.
Okay, a lot of people on TikTok are getting back on what they got.
Oh, good. You guys are Okay, girl, join my group. We have office hours. We mentor. So we separate the mamas into the season that they're in. We have preschool to second grade, third to sixth, teens, and then we have a nighttime for a lot of us who work where it's all ages. But that teen hour, I do that with Mary Wilson. And it is such a phenomenal, great time that we get together. It's so important that moms homeschooling teenagers have incredible support. And there are unique challenges to homeschooling a teen. I would love to get to know you. I know you're scared. You don't need to be scared. Learn from our mistakes so that you don't have to make the mistakes that we've made, okay? Yeah.
Great. Okay, so...
And you can try it for $1. It's not like you're signing your life away. Right? You guys can try my membership. You don't even have to say yes. You can just say maybe. Let me just poke around and check it out. You can come in for $1. You and I can start DMing. You can see everything that we do in there and then decide if you want to stay. It's no pressure.
Kara, thanks for being patient over on Instagram.
Kara, hi.
Okay, she's in her second week.
Okay. Oh, Kara, you guys, everyone give her hugs. She's in her second week.
So fun and scary.
Fun and scary. Yes. Perfect.
Scheduling is tricky with a toddler and a
Yes.
third grader. Do you
Yes.
find it easier to teach them together or separately or in a combination?
A toddler.
Suggestions?
Okay, so she is homeschooling a toddler and a third grader?
Yep.
Okay. So I consider toddlers like 2, right? So you don't need to be homeschooling the toddler at all. That you just need to be keeping them busy. And that third grader does not take much time at all. If you're homeschooling hours and hours, don't do that. You can literally do it in an hour or 2. 2.5. I'm thinking of my third graders. Yeah, depending on what you're doing. And it does not need to be all in a bunch. Like when you have a little one, what your homeschool day looks like is your homeschool day may stretch out into the afternoon, but it's not that you're sitting homeschooling that whole time. It's because you're, cleaning up spilled milk and changing a diaper and doing all this. And then during nap time, you're homeschooling your older. This is what I want to encourage you with everybody here who has a baby and a toddler and you're trying to homeschool a kid who's in kindergarten or higher when you have little babies at home. These are the hardest years to homeschool because your kids are the most needy. So I just want to encourage you that is a season and it does get better. But the benefit of that is that the ones who are in homeschooling with you, it doesn't take that long whatsoever. And you can fit it in those precious moments that you have. So.
Kara said 4.
Oh, 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think the young one's 4.
Oh, the young one is 4. Yeah, so the young one might be I could see how you want to combine them. Yeah, maybe for read aloud. But that little one, when you're doing a read aloud, that little one needs to be doing blocks or Duplos or something, finger stuff to keep them busy, even if you're doing read aloud. And it may still be hard, and that is okay. You don't need to be. And then, of course, with going outside and doing science and nature study, they can do that together. But your older one can do a little bit more complicated things. What I would suggest for you is to buy, in the season you're in, I would buy curriculum for the third grader. And then it's way easier to adapt down than it is to adapt up. So buy it for the third grader, and then whatever the little one can do, and whatever the little one can't do, they can pretend to do. So let me give you an example. We do nature study in our house, and my littlest one, she can't write as fast as the other ones yet. And so I print out a page for her to kind of color and listen, and that's totally fine. The other kids are learning how to notebook and note take and narrate. She's not quite ready for that. So I just have her do a coloring page, and she literally thinks she's just, in there with the big boys and doing it all. And she's still learning quite a bit. But that's what I'm saying. It's way easier to purchase up and then just adapt it down to the younger kid. I hope that's if that was not a helpful answer, don't go away, because I want to provide a helpful answer for you. So.
Okay, Lauren.
Yes.
She's in Thrive, which is cool.
Lauren.
Is the group open again? Because
Yes.
I'd love to add going to send a friend of mine to join us.
Yes, Lauren, the group is open, and I would love to meet her. And when she comes in, make sure that she DMs me and tells me who she is.
And she says,
yes.
I love the group so much, and it's exciting to add my friend.
Oh, Lauren, I can't wait to meet her, and I can't wait. And I hope she joins before Wednesday because I'm going over the 9 homeschooling styles on Wednesday. So that's going to be a really awesome workshop.
Awesome.
And I'm going over the top curriculum picks for each style and also the top parent reads for each style to get the lay of the land. Yeah. You guys, I have to let you guys know that tonight's live, these are possible because of amazing companies who support what we're doing. Tonight's live is brought to you by Canopy. If you are not protecting your kids from the internet, I want to urge you. You guys know what is showing up on regular internet searches for kids is just really scary. There is an amazing program called Canopy, and what it does is it uses AI to screen and block certain things so that your kids don't accidentally get exposed to, say, pornography or inappropriateness. It also is great for older kids who start texting their friends because it prevents sexting. We recently had a friend a girl who was approached by boys and prompted to start sexting with them. And what Canopy does is, even if she was tricked and duped into doing this, which actually it's very easy for young kids to get manipulated into doing things like this, for a lot of reasons, Canopy actually stops it in its tracks. It identifies it, it uses AI, and it stops it so that even if she did accidentally got tricked and sent something to these boys, it would have been blocked and they would have never seen it, and the parents would have been aware of it so that the parents can talk to her about it. This company is called Canopy. It is what they're doing is amazing. I don't know if you guys have looked up the statistics on pornography usage, what it does to the brain and the addiction. The average age of kids getting exposed and addicted to pornography is the youngest that it's ever been. It is quite devastating. People are targeting our children, and it's now to the point where our kids cannot have computers or phones without some sort of program that is blocking them from the damages that pornography and sexting and this type of thing gives to our kids, and it's just so terrible. So please check out canopy.us, and someone can write it in and they were so generous to support this live tonight. Please do check out their website. I have met with them personally. Their hearts are just amazing in terms of how they want to save children from the devastating effects of pornography and other things on the internet. And it's not because we don't trust our kids at all. It's because we don't trust the internet and the manipulators who are using the internet to target our children. So please, I encourage you to check them out, Canopy US. We can go on to other homeschooling questions, and please ask me questions about Canopy in the thread if you have any at all, and we can answer them either on this live right now or in person. But what a great cause, great alignment with me. You know, I'm all about protecting kids. So I'm honored that they asked me to talk about them to my audience because, you know, we're all about saving our kids from all sorts of dangers, including on the internet. So, all right. Do we have more questions?
So Rochelle landed, she took the style.
Okay, Rochelle, what would you come out as?
Traditional, Charlotte Mason, and classical.
Traditional, Charlotte Mason, and classical. Okay, so tradition, and she wants curriculum recommendations?
Right.
So you can look at Becca, Bob Jones, K-12, Calvert. All of those traditional programs are, Monarch. Someone write these down. Canopy, do I have a discount code? Did they give me one? I think they did.
Yeah, it's Christy-20.
Christy-20?
Yeah.
Christy-20. What does that give them?
20% off for life.
Really? 20% off for life?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
And it actually expires tonight. So.
Wait, how do you know it expires tonight?
Because it ends the April 30th.
Oh, it does? Maybe I should have known that. Okay, wait. Here's my brief here. Sorry, I have you know how this works, people. I can't It's like, I'm not like a radio personality. I'm me. Okay, so here's the brief from them. It says, Christy-Faith 20. Someone write that down. Christy-Faith 20. And you get 20% off. Very nice. But the expiration date is not on this brief, Scott.
Okay.
I am such a bad influencer. I can't help it. Oh, well.
Okay.
Okay.
Carla says traditional, interest-led, and Montessori is what I got, but I don't know where to start.
Okay. Traditional, interest-led, and Montessori.
And she doesn't know where to start.
Okay. All right. That's quite the result, girl. I will say. I would look, so traditional curricula options, you're looking at faith-based ones would be Abeka, Bob Jones, Monarch. Secular ones, you're going to look at, and even Easy Peasy, that's free. Secular ones, you're looking more at K-12, which is also free. You're looking at Calvert, Laurel Springs, and Bookshark. So take a look at those. I hope you wrote those down, like really fast. If you came out traditional first. And then her second one was what? Interest-led?
Let's see.
This is fun. It's like Quiz Christy on your style. Yeah,
Interest-led.
Interest-led. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, so what you're going to be doing, because you lean traditional, but you really want your kid to love, I can tell by your result, you lean traditional, but you really want your kid to love learning, right? And so what you're going to do is you might be most comfortable using a traditional style curriculum, but then adapting it. So for example, this is how that would look. So say you're doing history and then your kid is just super interested in this particular era of history. What you're going to do, and I hope you do, is you're going to say, awesome, let's just take a week and let's go to the library and I'm going to look up a project online and I found this really cool book and we're going to read that out loud together. And for the next week, we're just going to say it was medieval. We're just going to study medieval. And then, so you're going to so the thing about being traditional first and interest-led second is you got to hold that traditional loosely, meaning you cannot be a slave to that curriculum, that you are in charge of it. And when your kid has an interest and falls in love with a particular piece, you're going to stop. You're going to take that deep dive. You're going to have a wonderful time together and you're not going to feel behind because you aren't behind. You might be behind according to the curriculum, but you're not. You're not behind. So, okay.
Okay, this is a fun question.
Okay.
My fourth grader writes chapter books on her laptop.
Oh.
I don't know what to do to help her develop this.
Oh my goodness. She writes chapter books on her laptop. I would look on OutSchool and see if there's any like young author classes for her on OutSchool. I would look for that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Rochelle took it and says, what's the difference between traditional and classic? I got both.
Yes.
Did you read the descriptions too?
Yeah. Did you read the descriptions? So the if you hit the next, it goes into a description of each one. The difference between traditional and classical, they're actually very, 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 very different. So read those descriptions and then you'll get the gist of it. And then this Wednesday in my membership, I'm doing a workshop on the 9 homeschooling styles, what the top curricula options are for each of the styles, and also the top parent reads. So you can, like, who are the thought leaders and the authors in this particular style so that you know kind of where to start. And now is the perfect time because you have a long runway before the next school year starts when you need to start buying curriculum and make decisions that cost money, right? Okay.
Ordonez, JJ asks,
okay,
where do you take the homeschool style quiz?
The homeschool style quiz is free and it's in my link tree. Yeah.
Kendra S, how do you recommend homeschooling elementary age kids with an autistic toddler?
Okay, so she's asking, how do you recommend homeschooling older kids when you have a toddler who has autism. So I don't know the profile of the child who has autism or how severe that is. So here's the thing is that I don't know. I don't know if your child with autism is extremely high need where there could be a season because your other kids are a little younger and maybe need you more, that maybe you need help to hire help or have family members come and watch your youngest while you get a little bit of time in with the older kids. If your child with autism who is little is high functioning, then there could be things that occupy that child while you get the time in with the older kids. Here's the thing though about homeschooling that's really freeing. Homeschooling does not take 7 hours, and it doesn't take 7 hours to actually do more than what the kids are doing in the system. So it's really only a couple of hours. If you're curious about how much time to spend per day with your kid's age, grab in my link tree. So behind me, it's this pink thing. It's a 26-page how to homeschool guide. And in there is a chart that tells you relatively how much time per day by the age of your kids. So we have quite a few moms of kids who have autism in my group. And we have a special subgroup of moms of kids who have special needs. And we even have social nights. A wonderful woman, Gina. Are you here tonight, Gina? She is running those, and she's going to do them about once a month. That for ladies in Thrive who have children who have, I would say, significant diagnoses. Either the child that they're homeschooling with that diagnosis or other children in the house. And so if you feel like you need community or you haven't found your people yet, I invite you to join the group as well. You can try it for $1. I don't want anyone to feel locked into anything. You know, either you love it or you don't. Most people do. Most people stay. So,
Lioness, recommendations for starting or pre-starting a child into homeschool. 4 years old next year. ABC Mouse?
You could use ABC Mouse. I would do a very gentle play-based preschool curriculum like Homegrown Preschooler. You can do Beautiful Feet books. You can do really all of them are that are homeschooling ones are lovely. You just want it to be play-based. You can do early letter recognition, sounds, phonics, early counting skills, early math skills, and then the rest should be play and tons of read aloud. It's so important, you guys, that your children fall in love with story because then it's just a gift for their life. Yes.
I think
we've been going a long time?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It feels like I just started.
Yeah, I think we should probably wrap up soon.
Okay.
Let's get to Maria M. Reyes.
Maria.
I'm new on this. Sorry for my ignorance, but someone told me that if I homeschool my daughter, social services would come to my house.
Yeah.
I don't understand why.
Okay, no, social services, it's illegal for them to come to your house. Homeschooling is legal in all 50 states. You are not ignorant whatsoever. Please don't ever say that. You have an army of mamas here who want to help you. If your heart is tugging you to homeschool, please grab my 26-page free How to Homeschool guide. If you really want to do it and you need help and you need mentoring, you can join my group or not. You can just check it out first and see if it's a fit for you. Everyone can try it for $1. It's not a big deal. And but homeschooling is legal in all 50 states, and CPS cannot come to your door. And if they do, you do not open your door. So HSLDA has pretty strict guidelines regarding that and how to protect us. So that your friend is wrong. Mm-hmm.
Great. Let's see. Okay, and maybe this will be the last question. Sarah Woodson, any advice for kids with emotional impairment?
Okay, are you emotional impairment? Are you talking about trauma? And being trauma informed? Is that what you're referring to? I just want some clarification to be able to answer you.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay, we can go on to another question, then go back to her.
Yeah. Lioness said,
but I do want to answer it.
Lioness said, "Thank you so much. I needed the advice."
Oh, good. Yay, I'm so glad. Yay, then you made my night because I really come on here live. I just want to encourage you guys and give you guys some direction and answer your questions. So thank you. Thank you for replying that. That's so sweet.
And people are asking about explanations on the styles.
Okay. So when you take the homeschooling style quiz, it gives you a little write-up of all of the styles. So make sure to read those. And I know it's hard because you're on my live and you're trying to take the quiz and then being on my live. So, but you have, and those results are being emailed to you. So don't think that you missed them. Once you click all the way through, those results get emailed to you and you can kind of go over those tonight. And then, yeah. So, and there's 9 total and you get a top 3 in that quiz. Yeah.
It says, IEP from the school said my daughter has emotional impairment, comprehension issues, and developmental delay.
Okay, emotional impairment, interesting. Reading comprehension issues and developmental delay. Okay, so there is a little bit going on. I would want to read, what I usually do is I ask to read the IEP, which of course I can't. But we could do, if you wanted to, we could do a consultation. It's not, what you're saying is not foreign to me at all. I've read thousands of IEPs, but I have to be able to read it to understand her profile and then be able to make recommendations for you. It sounds like homeschooling would be a really wonderful fit for her, though, actually. In many ways. Academically, I really want to get her reading comprehension addressed, because you could phonetically read beautifully, but if you're not understanding what you're reading, you might as well you're not really a reader. So we want to make sure to get that shored up, and there's programs that you can use for that too. Yeah. All right. You guys, it was so wonderful to spend the evening with you. I am going to...
There's so many questions on styles.
Oh, there's so many questions on styles. Okay, you guys. Don't leave. Okay, you have tons of questions on the styles. This Wednesday, I was not expecting this. This Wednesday, in my membership, I am going over in the workshop that is at 7 p.m. Mountain. Let's see, it's 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. I am doing an hour workshop, 45-minute to an hour workshop on all of the 9 styles. I'm going through the details of each one, the top curricula options that parents really like for each particular style, and I'm also going over the top parent reads for each style, like who are the main authors who have written up and done the research on that particular homeschooling style. So I encourage you to, and that's only how many days away? That's only 4 days away. So you can, that's still within your $1 trial, right? So, and yes, could you join, completely take advantage, grab everything, come to the workshop and leave? You can, but you know what? If you get the help, then I'm perfectly happy. And there's people in this world that take advantage and there's people that don't. And so I just err on the side of generosity. And I know that what I'm doing is helping a lot of mamas. And so I'm just going to keep doing it, even at the risk of people perhaps taking advantage of my expertise. But I would rather have you there and be helped. So you can click on my link tree. It's a $1 trial for 6 days, and you can come in and see what it's all about. You can start DMing me and my mentors, checking out what's in the threads, and then attend that workshop that is this coming Wednesday. So, all right.
Samantha says, I got unit studies, interest, and eclectic, and I feel like they're all the same.
They're not. Unit studies, yeah, they're not all the same. Okay, so I'm going to see you guys there because I love it. And read those explanations that get emailed to you, kind of highlight pieces of it, and then we can have conversations later about what each style means and what curricula options look like for those styles.
Yeah, and if they take the test, take the quiz at the end, there's a $1 trial. So.
Oh, there is? Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay.
The $1 offers at the end of the
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. So I guess if you go through and you click through everything on the quiz, at the end you get, because people don't always get, they don't always get the $1 trial. Oh, okay.
So it's at the end of that.
Okay, so you have to click all the way through to get the $1 trial. I didn't know that. All right. Well, there I am, the perfect influencer who knows everything, right? I'm such a hot mess. All right. Well, I love you guys. At least I know a lot about homeschooling, okay? Because I don't know a lot about being an influencer. Okay.
And have Sarah Woodson email you. She feels like she's doing her daughter a disservice.
Sarah.
The one with the kids with the special needs.
Okay, Sarah Woodson. You and me, we need to talk more because I don't want you to ever feel like you are damaging or doing your kids a disservice. no, I don't want you to feel that way. So please get in touch with me, okay? And anybody else who's dying on the vine, feeling burnt out, worried you're messing up your kids, please reach out. It's literally my calling to feed you. It truly is. This is why I even got on stupid social media in the first place, was because so many moms, their heart was tugging them to homeschool and no one knows where to start. So, and even how to problem solve as you're doing it and living this homeschool life. And so many moms are homeschooling because they want to homeschool, but they're miserable. And that's also not acceptable to me either, because this can be life-giving for mama too. So this is the whole reason why I'm here. So I can't wait to meet all of you. I got to go now, but hopefully this is just the beginning of our conversations together. Okay, love you guys. Have a great night.